Oh, hey there. So I think it's important to read in the Old Testament and in the New Testament. Because sometimes we get bogged down in one thing, we get pigeonholed, and it takes a while, and then we were like, wait, hold on a second, there's more to this story. Anyway, one of the things I was just reading, Jesus says that when you fast, okay, and some people do and some people don't, but when you do, don't look all somber. And he was saying, don't put ashes on your face and dress in sackcloth and look sad and go around telling everybody, oh, I'm fasting right now for God, boo-hoo, poor me. Because he says that if you do that, you have your reward. You've got other people's sympathy, you've got their respect, and they're like, wow, he's really a holy person, he's really making a sacrifice for God. That is all you will get out of that, okay? In the same chapter, he also says that when you do good deeds, don't go announce it in the streets like the Pharisees do, like the hypocrites do. Don't go out and with trumpets blast around and go, hey, everybody, did you see what I did for this person? Now, we see this on social media all the time. There are people like, oh, look at this good deed I'm doing. You're like, And this is what Jesus said. You have your reward in full. There is nothing else after this. Because you did your good deeds before men, because you told them and told everybody else, hey, look at this thing I did, and you patted yourself on the back and you made a big spectacle of yourself, that is all you will get out of that. There will be no more. But when you do good deeds, he says, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Sorry, I blanked out there for a second. In other words, even though we're the same body, don't tell this one what you're doing over here. Do the good deed and let that be enough, because your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. It is very distasteful, not just in my opinion, but in most people's opinion. In fact, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Detestable when somebody brags about how many good things they've done. You're like, shh, it's unbecoming to you. Maybe just do the good things and let that be who you are. Did you notice that whenever Jesus healed somebody, whenever Jesus did some miracle or some amazing thing, and the people came to him, they had their business, and then he would say, don't tell anybody what I did for you. Okay, just don't. Of course, what do you think they did? They went and told everybody, because it was such a miracle, and he did it, and it was great, it was amazing, right? So of course they went and told everybody. But if had he gone, hey, go tell everybody you ever meet about this, they'd have been like, that's kind of icky. I don't like that. Anytime I do something decent for somebody, I'm not even a good person. Anytime I do something decent for somebody, I'm like, don't tell anybody I was nice to you. I got a reputation. It's not a good one. The other thing he says, okay, in that same chapter, because I think it's important to put all this together. When you pray, don't go saying long prayers in front of people, okay? Because if you do that, you have your reward. But when you pray, go into your closet by yourself, and you and God, you speak. You and God are real, okay? You can be honest with him and say, look, these are the things I'm dealing with, and they're hard, and I've been dealing with it for a long time, and I'm ashamed. And I want to make it right, but I don't know how. I don't know what to replace this with. I want so bad to do the right thing, but I'm struggling. Will you please help me? That's okay to say that to God. You can plead and say, please be with my family. I love them so much. Please be with my friends. Please be with my coworkers. I love them so much. Please find some way to help them. You say those things. You are putting your petition before God, okay? He respects that. He honors that. He says, what I see in secret, I will tell openly whenever the time comes. But don't go around saying long-winded prayers thinking that God's going to respect that and the other people are going to respect that, because he says you have your reward in full if you do that. He also says in that same chapter, and this will be the last thing I say, he also says, don't think you'll be heard because of your much speaking like the pagans do, okay? And I know I've heard in my lifetime many, many, many long-winded prayers, but he says, because your Father knows your needs before you even ask him. He loves you that much. He's actively involved in your life. You don't have to say, God, let me tell you about the DNA of the person I need you to fix in the hospital and fix the mitochondria and fix the... He's like, I understand how stuff works. I made it. Ask me and I will do it. Ask me in faith and I will do it if it aligns with my will. If it doesn't, The answer may be wait, and the answer may be no. A lot of times God protects us from ourselves. And anybody who's been a Christian for any amount of time can look back and go, yeah, there's some stuff I prayed about and God didn't answer. I'm really glad he didn't. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.